Marching. I see you marching. You want to flag?
Yes.
I only have two, so we'll have to take turns. There you go. Nice salute, soldier. Does anybody know what this music is for?
Yes.
For the
United States.
That's right. It is a national song, isn't it? You like it, don't you? Me too. It makes me want to march. However, we're not going to just listen to music today. We're going to learn about something. Do you know what today is? Why do I have these? Why am I marching and waving the flag?
It's election day.
Election Day. Good job. Have you guys talked to your parents about Election Day?
There was an old phrase on Charlie Brown that said, it was an old show, but I still have it. And it said, it was called, You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown.
Oh, Charlie Brown wasn't elected. So can anyone tell me, I want you to not speak before you raise your hand, but just raise your hand if you know what the word election means. It's a complicated word, isn't it? Does anyone want to try to say what they think it means? How about Trip? Why don't you try?
Election is like someone that wants the president to be. It wants the president to be the boss of our town.
Choose, you mean choosing, don't you? It's who you want. That's who you can elect. But it's making a choice, isn't it? Let's write this down. What letter do you think election starts with?
E.
E. You're so right.
I thought it
I
was
think maybe I should get a black marker.
election day.
Election. You are correct.
Because you say E's in the vowel.
What do you think the next letter is?
Say his name.
Election.
Oh. L. E-L-E-C-T-I-O-N. That's kind of a tricky word to read, isn't it? Election. I'm not going to write it all up here because some of you wouldn't be able to read it anyway. It's a pretty long description. It's when you are electing or choosing a leader. Do you think there are more than one kind of election? Like, do you think that we only have one election and it's for the president, or do you think there's different elections? There's different ones. Because you had a vote for Go Noodle on there.
You did? You voted this morning?
Yeah.
What about the sheriff?
It was
The sheriff?
yesterday.
Yesterday?
I voted number 1.
You did?
I
You'll have to tell me about it later, because I'm afraid we'll forget these words if we don't talk about them now, okay? Elections can be held for other people too, like sheriffs. Our sheriff gets elected. Your mom and dad can go and vote if they want a certain person to be the sheriff. Did you know that?
Yes.
There are a lot of different elections, not just for the president. When you go to an election, you sit in a little chair and you write on a paper. Did you know that?
No.
You do. Have you ever taken a test before on a paper?
No. Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a test and it has little circles like this?
Yeah, we had that in groups.
And a word here, and a word here, and you have to fill in the one you think is right?
No.
Have you ever seen one like that?
No. Yeah, I
You
have.
have?
I have.
That's how you answer, that's how you write down who you want to elect. Now, when you are electing someone, this process of writing is called, or answering who you want is called voting. Can you say vote?
Vote.
What do you think vote begins with? V. Vote. Have you ever seen someone with a sticker on their shirt? It looks like this. And it says, I voted.
I have one today. Nobody noticed yet.
Look.
You see? I have
Mrs.
mine on
Moore has
today.
one.
I voted already. Do
Maybe
you see
Mrs.
it?
Lahr could walk around and
Yeah,
see
sure.
that
Can you
word.
see mine?
voted on
See
her.
it?
My mom got it.
That means I already voted this morning. I went this morning.
Your mom voted
I
too?
voted this.
There it is.
That's good.
You see it?
So if she voted, that's a verb, isn't it? She did that.
I didn't.
She went and she voted. She
already
made her choice at the courthouse or the building wherever they take their votes. She already made her choice. She voted. Okay, what about the president? Because we're talking about the presidential election, aren't we? Who is the president?
It's the president of our town is Donald Trump.
The president is not Donald Trump. The president
That's
right
the
now.
person that's in voting.
There, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
In the election,
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
you're right. They are in the election. They're running to be president, but one of them will win and one of them won't win, right?
Yeah.
Right now, our president is President
Donald.
Obama. I know, it's so confusing. But we don't have the same president all the time. This is how you spell president. What's the first letter?
P.
Good job.
E. O.
President. President. Now, there are more presidents than just the one that we have. Some people have a president at their church. Some people have a president. We have a president at our church.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Ava.
In just a
Ava.
minute.
President's carved on a rock wall.
That's true. You're right. That's called Mount Rushmore, isn't it? There is a president of a 4-H club. Does anyone know anybody who's in 4-H? Do you? And when you go to the meetings, they have a president, and the president is the person who presides. Can you say preside? Do you know what presiding means? A person who presides kind of rules over things or helps keep everybody doing what they need to do. And that's why this word says president, preside. They are the rulers. In our country, we have other people that help rule too, so it's not just a president. But the main person who is ruling is called the president. Now tomorrow, I'm going to come back. Are you going to be ready for me?
Yeah.
And we're going to read 2 books about elections. One is nonfiction, and one is fiction. Do you remember the difference? Raise your hand if you want to share. Go ahead, Braden.
Nonfiction is real true facts, and fictions is just like a story that made up story.
Exactly, yes. Nonfiction is real true facts, and fiction is made up story. And we're going to read 2 books tomorrow. And we're going to decide which is which. But I want you to watch this video about fiction and nonfiction. And I'm going to start it real quick.
You should be able to
I
just
can't-
touch the board and it will
Okay.
go.
I'm not used to
I
doing
know,
this.
yeah.
I sometimes forget. Are you ready? Now, it's pretty exciting, but don't jump out of your chairs and get crazy, okay? Try to pay attention to what it's saying in the song. Yeah, it's gonna go in just a second.
Video for
Here we
Purchase
go.
covers all of these important educational topics.
This isn't it yet. Don't worry. It's coming.
Here's a preview.
Ready?
Fiction is pretend, a make-believe creation. Now fiction is real. It gives us information. Fiction's full of characters, a plot and a setting. In non-fiction, it's real life knowledge that you're getting. A book with talking dogs. That's fiction. A book about the life cycle of frogs. Non-fiction. A book about a mouse who saves the day. That's fiction. A book that teaches you how to dance ballet. Non-fiction. A book about a fire-breathing man. That's fiction. A book about the different types of plants. Non-fiction. Remember, this
That's
video
it.
exclusive is available for purchase at our
That is
website.
That's the end of the video. Now, what did you learn in that video?
You can download the raw videos on
Make believe or pretend, and nonfiction or real, right? Actual true facts. So be ready for me to come back tomorrow and be thinking about what makes something make believe or real, okay?